Elfilis' last shot at revenge, we're
What
met
the
with this game's
hell?
equivalent, Chaos Elfilis. Bit back into crackpot theories here. Remember all that stuff about Chaos from... Well, considering that leads me to believe that Morpho Knight is either linked or straight up comes from this mysterious
Oh my god.
Come.
Alright, chatters. You guys really enjoyed so far the Kirby video I dropped the other day. If not yesterday, I think it will be the other day by the time you guys see this. So we are back with more the RPG manga, attempting to explain more Kirby lore in a single video. This one's way shorter. I'm assuming this is like Dreamland, not Dreamland, what? The Forgotten Land stuff, because the thumbnail. Also, I think that's just the game that has came out after Star Allies was the last game in the previous video, I think. Now, I played Forgotten Land and I beat it, but again, like I said with the other runs, I kind of just play Kirby just to enjoy a good, fun platformer. Like, Kirby as a platformer has just always been fun to me. I don't know what the fuck be going on. I know there's like a little green thing, right? It's like a little green thing though. We're gonna see what the hell's going on, man. But Forgotten Land, yeah, I need to get my hands on that game again. I gotta play that. I gotta play that again. Yeah, I didn't do none of the post game stuff, and I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach. I didn't. But that was around the time when I was really playing my Switch, because like the Switch just wasn't moving me. I do have a Switch, but it's not in my possession. My brother has it. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's see what's going on with Kirby. Spoilers. Kirby dies in this one. I heard. Imagine. Hey, more lore.
But
more.
Before that,
yes.
There's actually one key thing I wasn't aware of when
Features
I made my
good.
first Kirby lore video.
Forgotten
The
Land?
unreliability of English localization. More specifically, in the most recent games, where the localization from Japanese to English sadly led to some key changes in the text of pause screen lore.
You know, y'all was telling me in the last stream that there was some mistranslations. So maybe he's gonna clear some of that up. What's this? Unknown damage has caused the final program to be unlocked. Probability of eliminating that organic life is now at 99.99%. Only the object called the heart of the organic life form, called Haltman, will likely prove to be necessary. Now initiating erasure of the memory of Haltman. So so this is the Japanese, and then this is the localization. Okay.
Usually due to the struggle of fitting said translations into the limited space and pause screens. They'd be mostly fine in Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot, where the most notable change in my opinion was the removal of a line in Galacta Knight's lore, said removal clarifying that throughout various eras, he's been continuously sealed away again and again, each time avoiding destruction. Though sadly, it's Star Allies that bore the
They been selling this nigga like he Gojo? He's selling this man like he Gojo, bro?
Front of these,
can't hold him down.
Changes would go on to both completely change certain descriptions or alter them for the worse. Again, I'm not going to cover all of them, but to touch on the ones relating to the most important parts
Highness,
of Kirby lore,
let
me first correct the part about Susie.
Highness,
as opposed to what the English description says, she actually isn't continuing Haltman's work of mechanizing planets. Instead, she's using their advanced technology to aid others and stop any evildoers. I always thought it was a bit weird that the game said she resumed mechanization.
That's what, because I was about to say, oh, hey, what the Susie on Demon Time, but then when it kept going and it was like, oh no, like she's actually on our side, it was like, okay. But yeah, that did, I was like, okay, that's weird.
Evildoers. Always thought it was a bit weird that the game said she resumed mechanization after everything that happened. Then with Void and a certain knight everyone loves, a fair amount got lost in translation. For instance, a line that got removed entirely for Void implies that it's made up of 4 core forces in the Kirby universe combined into all chaos and possibilities.
4 core forces and what? The 4 elements of Kirby: Dream,
Dark, Soul, and Heart.
Dream, Dark, Soul, and Heart? Oh my.
You could take that at face value and say those are meant to be literal elements. I feel they're meant to be more abstract forces. Regardless, it definitely alludes to these forces being behind quite a few things we've seen in Kirby thus far, so I'll be referring to them as chaos from here on out. Trust me, this will be relevant later.
Essence of chaos.
Morpho Knight, its lore would sadly suffer the most from localization, and with quite a few important details being left behind.
Dude, the butterfly was insane, dude. That was just like, it's not like we've been following this butterfly, like me personally has been following this butterfly, but just the fact that, wait a minute, this weird butterfly has been there the whole time? What the, and they just turned this nigga into God? Oh. Okay.
here on out. Trust me, this will be relevant later. Next, with Morpho Knight, its lore would sadly suffer the most from localization, with quite a few important details being left behind. Namely, that Morpho Knight appeared due to Galacta Knight's screams of the many years spent living, which to me sounds like Morpho Knight showed up out of pity for the Knight. After all, it's been established that for untold eons after being sealed away, the Knight's very existence has been diminished to endless imprisonment with sporadic battles happening in between whenever someone
is this man Galacta Knight cutting a rift into space and shooting? What is going on?
Established that for untold eons after being sealed away, the Knight's very existence.
Look at this! This man's cut a dimension open, which makes sense, you know, on brand. But look what happens next. A line B comes out of it. It's just
sporadic battles.
What the fuck is happening? Oh my god!
Happening in between whenever someone happens to summon him. He clearly resents this too, as shown when without hesitation, Galacta Knight destroyed Stardream mere moments after it summoned him. So with seemingly no real escape from his eternal fate, it only
that's
makes
Nightmare.
sense that the most powerful warrior.
He didn't talk about Nightmare before. I remember because was when we was looking at the Kirby Direct and Nightmare was showing like it was the orb thing. He didn't talk about Nightmare, has he? Or is he in like a spin-off game or something that like isn't canon or something? Unless I could be high. I don't know.
In the galaxy wishes
he may end up destroying planet nearby planet or two, but such is life. An actual quote about Galacta Knight. Oh my. Wait, hold on. Is he talking? Wait, hold on. Back up, because I need to understand this.
Sporadic battles happening in between whenever someone happens to summon him. He clearly resents this too, as shown when without hesitation, Galacta Knight destroyed Stardream mere moments after it summoned him.
Right.
So with seemingly no real escape from his eternal fate, it only makes sense that the most powerful warrior in the galaxy wishes to be freed from this horrible cycle. The butterfly.
Okay, he just cooked Nightmare.
The most powerful warrior in the galaxy wishes to be freed from this horrible cycle. The butterfly
granted Nightmare
wish by annihilating Galacta Knight and absorbing his power. We're starting off heavy with this video. Then, in another bit of pause lore that got cut in localization, there's a line that reveals the butterfly is fully capable of traveling between dimensions.
Of course he is, bruh. Of course it is.
Considering recent events, this tidbit is more important than ever, but that'll have to wait. Translation mishaps aside, Kirby and the Forgotten Land isn't the only Kirby game to be released in the past 3 years.
Okay, that answers my question.
Between Star Allies and Forgotten Land, there were 2 minor spin-off titles that both came with some pretty notable details. In Super Kirby Clash,
Nigga Kirby?
Pretty notable.
What the hell?
Details. In Super Kirby Clash, I'd approach this game like you would many of mainline Kirby's extra modes, where despite not being canon, there's information inside that illuminates some things in the main universe.
Okay.
Or well, things singular in this case, because at the very end of Super Kirby Clash's campaign, Galacta Knight shows up, and instead of the usual shtick of his lore further emphasizing how powerful he is or how he got sealed away,
Nightmare's in here.
Probably the craziest
this is where Nightmare was
about
that we
him
saw
so
earlier.
far. You see, rather than being called Galacta Knight here, this game refers to him by the all-new name of Eon Hero. An
Eon Hero?
Strange change at first glance, that when paired with the fact that this new Galacta Knight fight has him attacking you with heart spears, all but confirms that Galacta Knight was one of the 4 heroes that originally sealed Void Termina's Jamba Heart away. It definitely adds credence to him resenting being sealed away, as this confirms he went.
Wow, they locked my nigga up. They sealed my nigga like he was Gojo. What the hell? This is crazy.
From saving the galaxy to being imprisoned out of fear. Though then in Kirby
Fighters 2... Butterfly trying to be Chakra Bogdan from Asura's Wrath. Oh my god, Super Kirby Clash was revealed to be canon after this video release. Who came out and just said it was canon? Someone's How Laboratory was like, oh yeah guys, by the way, canon.
But this game, for the most galaxy, definitely adds credence to him resenting being sealed away, as this confirms he went from saving the galaxy to being imprisoned out of fear. Though then in Kirby Fighters 2, this game for the most part doesn't have much importance. Dubious canonicity aside, the one thing worth mentioning here is we actually get to see Shadow Kirby again.
Oh, Shadow Kirby!
Taking part in this game's battles as part of some...
Oh no, that's right, yeah, Shadow Kirby was in the previous video, right.
Weird prank on Kirby. It's good confirmation that the mirror world
yeah, it was like this shit. It was just like a different color. But it's rocking a new design though. Hold on, like gotta clean. Hold on.
safe. After that, I guess the masks DDD and Meta Knight used to power up could have importance down the line, but there's nothing that points to that right now. So with all that taken care of, let's get into the real meat of the video.
I bet.
When it comes to the lore of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, a lot has changed from how the previous entries handled lore. And I'm not just talking about how lore is now contained in gacha figures either. Like how Star Allies
that's right, I did have that gacha,
that Kirby
like,
and
thing.
Void are two sides of the same coin, one being born of positive energy and the other of negative energy. Forgotten Land comes in with even more implications like that.
Alright, let's do
There's some hard facts here and there, don't misunderstand me. It's just the sheer amount of implications here outweigh them by a lot. For example, the fact that this game takes place in an alternate dimension to that of Kirby's universe. It's never explicitly said, but seeing how
like he travels to that other... Is that what happens at the beginning? God, I don't remember.
At multiple points, it's shown that time there runs significantly faster than that of Kirby's dimension. It's the most reasonable explanation considering everything else we learn. As even with Kirby getting sucked in around the same time as everyone else...
Oh, yeah, sucked in. Okay, yeah, I don't remember. Oh, there's a little green thing. There's a little green thing. I'm sorry, guys.
Or the fact that despite Elfilis...
I literally don't even know what the fuck be going on when I play these games, bro. I just be like... look, it's Kirby! I was like, look, it's Kirby, yeah. Jump around, get the power-ups and shit. Fly around.
Coming back to Kirby near immediately after disappearing at the end, later he says that Coraline had to nurse him back to health after he separated the two worlds. Meaning from the perspective of anyone left on Popstar, Kirby was probably gone for barely any time at all. In turn, while I'll do my best to make everything as concise as possible, this means I will have to delve a bit more into theory territory than normal, as there's really no way to avoid it.
Luckily, theories.
Many of said theories do have substantial evidence, like that whole alternate dimension business. Though before that, let's start with the things we know for sure. If you noticed any differences from what you saw in the game, that's
right, man. This game had a dodge and slow down type shit. She was clean.
In the localized game, since sadly, like those mentioned before, bits and pieces were lost in translation.
Bro, I gotta play this game again. I gotta
above Popstar and sucked its inhabitants into the Forgotten Land, there was a civilization much like our own. At the time, its inhabitants were struggling with the ever-looming crisis of
but actually this time,
their world becoming too small for their civilization. Then, out of nowhere, came the ultimate life form.
Oh my god, yeah.
Elfilis, an all-powerful alien creature that's made its
ultimate
sole
life
purpose
form
to violently conquer world after world. However, against the odds, the people of that world managed to put a stop to Elfilis' invasion by capturing the alien. With the crisis averted, they'd then begin to study its powers in Lab Discover, turning its fantastical abilities into technology beyond their wildest dreams. Most importantly, replicating the method they used to get there in the first place by recreating its ability to warp anywhere, whether it be from one location to the other.
I just realized, bro. That was Big Ben, right? Like, that was supposed to be like, that's supposed to be Big Ben, right? I'm gonna have somebody else in the comments tell me it's not Big Ben. Fuck!
Into another dimension entirely. Although, while experimenting with said warp technology, Fecto Elfilis would be split into two creatures, one holding the small amount of compassion buried within them, and the other holding their invasive malicious tendencies.
Oh god.
Once split, the newly created Elfilin would escape Lab Discover altogether, never to be found by the civilization again. And as if Elfilis wasn't in a bad situation before, now that they're fractured, the eternal capsule that served as its prison had become its life support. Because in this larval state, they physically can't survive outside the capsule without copious amounts of energy. Thus, once they'd used up their invader completely and became a highly advanced technological civilization, the solution to their woes had become perfectly clear. Use their newfound warp technology to leave their cramped planet behind altogether. Their destination being pretty obvious if you've noticed certain parallels to other aspects of Kirby lore, which brings us to the next round of major implications. A bit more clear-cut compared to later ones, in Possessed Leongar's pre-fight speech, there's one line in particular that brings with it one of the biggest revelations in Kirby so far. As when he says that the Forgotten Land's inhabitants left for a land of dreams, just what other location does that sound like? That's right, the very place Kirby calls home, Dreamland. Now, to be fair, this could also mean Kirby's universe at large and not specifically Dreamland, but there's definitely evidence that these people were here at some point, because after abandoning spanning both our planet and dimension, this civilization would go on to become the enigmatic ancients we've come to know all too well from many years worth of lore.
Wow.
More specifically, the scientific ancients, as the magical ones were probably already in this universe when they arrived. Need more proof? Just look at all the technology associated with the scientific ancients. Many probably made with the magical ancients during their period of friendship. There's the Lore Starcutter for one, which specializes in interdimensional travel. Ships like it most likely served to take the scientific ancients to Kirby's dimension in the first place. And who can forget the Clockwork Stars? Alongside it being shown that many of the wishes they grant involve the use of opening portals to other worlds or dimensions, don't their cores look like a certain someone? It may just be me, but the shape of Fecto Forgo's head in that capsule looks a bit too similar to the cores of Clockwork Stars to be a coincidence. This means that with this major reveal of the scientific ancients' origins, we now know Halcandra wasn't their homeworld. It was one of possibly many places they called home after leaving their original dimension. Alongside Halcandra, even Shiverstar could have been their home for some time. The abandoned civilization on that planet
niggas are also planet hopping.
Similarities to what we've seen in Forgotten Land. However, as the world could just be the Kirby Dimensions version of the ancients' old home, there's an equal chance its inhabitants were entirely separate. It'd be pretty funny if they recreated their original planet only to screw it up all over again. But I'll stop there to refrain from sprinkling in too many crazy headcanons. Back in the Forgotten Lands dimension, Fecto Forgo remained confined for eons. So long, in fact, that the fauna left behind on the world would eventually evolve to a point of intelligence. Using this to their advantage, Fecto Forgo would slowly but surely spread its will over the planet from within their psychic dream dimension. While gradually gaining influence over all life on the planet, they'd managed to directly take control of a prominent animal named Leon when he discovered Fecto Forgo. Then, using Leon's famous status among the peaceful animals of the world to rally them under the plots of Forgo, Leon would become Leongar and the Beast Pack was formed. Through Leongar, this is when the Beast Pack would begin searching the planet all over for Elfilin, along with gathering food and the recently transported residents of Popstar to provide the energy Fecto Forgo needed to exist outside the capsule, which finally is where the events of Kirby and the Forgotten Land actually start. Since while Fecto Forgo still had the power to open up portals between dimensions, the fractured state significantly
the portals, them joints.
Portals seemingly opening up at random like they did
at the beginning of the
game. In the mere moments that Kirby struggled against the pull of the portals, Elfilin and the Waddle Dees would establish their village far away from the Beast Pack's usual operations. Meta Knight would take to defending them, all the while resisting Forgo's influence, and DDD would, well, fail at resisting to say the least. Seriously, this has to be the most extensive backstory to the events of a Kirby game yet. Don't worry, there's still more to cover.
Hey, get that butterfly out of here.
Defeat at the hands
what
of
the hell?
Kirby and Elfilin, merely destroying the ultimate life form's corporeal body wasn't enough to fully defeat it. Now existing solely as an incorporeal entity sustained by their own incredible psychic powers, Forgo retreated to their dream dimension. There, they'd begin to once again plan their return, despite being in an even weaker state than before. The only real advantage to be had being the fact that they could use Leon's body as their own. So getting rid of Leon's soul and smashing it to pieces for good measure, Forgo began to create an army of stronger doppelgangers from the residual psychic energy left over from Forgo influencing the entire planet, which sets the stage for the real important thing coming up. Where all the backstory surrounding the ancients and Elfilis was pretty significant, equally so is the second appearance of Morpho Knight. Unlike its introduction in the What If mode of Star Allies, this marks its first appearance in the canon timeline. Now this is
You fight Morpho Knight in this game? Why don't I remember this? Wait, no. I think, man, bro, it's just so fucking long, bro.
Incredibly monumental for several reasons. Not only is this the first
I wish I was into this lore when going into these games, because they probably would have made these moments more memorable, because it's like, oh shit, it's Morpho Knight, but I probably was just like, oh, okay. Meta Knight, but he's like a different form. Okay, whatever. Sure. Sure. Oh, it's post game? Oh, okay. I didn't play post game. Okay then. That makes sense.
Originating in Kirby's What If scenarios made the transition over to being 100% canon, it also raises even more questions
about
Morpho Knight itself. For one, while Hal was definitely alluding
to butterfly was there,
eventually crossing over into the canon universe before, I did not expect it to happen so soon. It's still an incredibly mysterious entity, but we do still learn some interesting details. Namely, its appearance right before Fecto Forgo's soul was about to fight Kirby reinforces Morpho Knight's nature of reaping escaping all-powerful characters that have lived unnaturally long. As much like Galacta Knight before it, Fecto Forgo has also been trapped for an unimaginable amount of time, only surviving due to its sheer power. But it could also be as simple as Morpho Knight absorbing him solely due to his power, like the gacha lore states.
What the fuck?
When it comes to Morpho Knight, Knight absorbing him solely due to his power, like the gacha.
The fluttering fiend that casts judgment upon. Oh my god. The fluttering fiend that casts judgment upon final battles is drawn toward the isolated isles of Forgo Dreams. There, it feasts on the most powerful soul it finds and takes the fearsome form of a scarlet-clad knight. Let the most challenging battle of this new world begin. Jesus Christ.
Lore states. When it comes to Morpho Knight this time, it's actually what happens after you fight him that brings in a lot of very important illusions. Like how when you beat him, rather than only dissipating back into butterflies, Fecto Forgo manages to escape. And before we get to all of what comes next, this confirms a
this is also post-game? This isn't like the finale of the game? Because he absorbed the nigga. Are you sure this is post-game?
You see, when Morpho Knight was first defeated in Star Allies, there was no such animation for Galacta Knight escaping, which leads me to believe that all this time, Morpho Knight still holds Galacta Knight within them. In a weird roundabout way, this means Galacta Knight's entered the canon universe too. Now this is stepping a bit into theory territory here, but all the signs point to this. After all, with it being shown that Morpho Knight still has many of Galacta...
Or does the story not truly conclude until you beat post-game? It is post-game. So is it like one of those games where you beat the main story, but then it's like there's more shit after the credits roll, and then the story continues like a Pokemon mystery dungeon, Explorers of Sky type beat, like that kind of shit. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. After the okay. I'm gonna say I was like, bro, this is some finale shit. Okay. I'm familiar with games like that. Got you. All right, okay.
Knight's attacks, this makes it incredibly likely that the supposed strongest warrior in the galaxy could be inches away from making his first canon appearance. We'll just have to see what awaits us.
Well, god damn it, chat. Spoilers, man. Fuck, if only somebody put a disclaimer. Type shit. I'm sorry, I don't know why. Local, shut the fuck up.
With it being shown that Morpho Knight still has many of Galacta Knight's attacks, this makes it incredibly likely that the supposed strongest warrior in the galaxy could be inches away from making his first canon appearance. We'll just have to see what awaits us with what's sure to be plenty of future Morpho Knight fights. On a side note, I do wonder if, like Morpho Knight, there's only one Galacta Knight that can be summoned from across dimensions. Because if that isn't the case, there could now be two Galacta Knights in Kirby, the one absorbed by Morpho Knight and the as of yet unseen one in the canon universe.
God.
But that's a headache for another day.
Jesus
Going back
Christ.
to Fecto Elfilis' last shot at revenge, we're
What
met
the
with this game's
hell?
equivalent, Chaos Elfilis. Having pulled the reverse Morpho Knight
Why is that
and
the
taken some
coolest?
energy from it for a change, the simple fact that it's now called Chaos Elfilis hints at Morpho Knight's very origin. Again, stepping a bit back into crackpot theories here, remember all that stuff about Chaos from earlier? Alongside its components consisting of things that are all pretty important in Kirby, it's said to be the very origin of Void itself. Well, considering that Chaos Elfilis only received the Chaos part of its name after taking some of Morpho Knight's power, that leads me to believe that Morpho Knight is either linked or straight up comes from this mysterious
Oh my god. And what does that lead back to, chat? Dark matter! Oh god.
Force. Like many soul bosses, Chaos Elfilis makes use of various attacks we've seen past soul fights utilize. For a long time, I always thought it was just some fan service on Hal's part, nothing more. However, seeing that it only received set attacks after taking on the power of Chaos, that leads me to believe that every soul fight until now has had some sort of connection to Chaos.
Oh, I was right about it. Yeah,
After all, one of the things stated to make up Chaos in the first place is soul. As it stands, we don't have enough puzzle pieces here to fully predict what this entails, but I'm certain that this is building up to something unbelievably immense. So after putting Elfilis' eons of struggling to an end, Kirby's power of miracles allowed the entity one last chance at rebirth. Thus, with Elfilis willingly rejoining with Elfilin to become whole for good, that just about wraps up all the new lore there is.
Wow.
As minor as it is, during the final battle, Elfilis does share one attack with another boss before the whole chaos thing happens.
What?
Just like Void Terminus' third phase, he also dives toward you, dragging a weapon across the ground. Not to mention, in Elfilis' theme, there's a portion that features very similar organ progression to that of Void Terminus' third phase too. You could easily chalk the two up to coincidence, but I felt it was at least worth mentioning here at the end. It is interesting how, in spite of how much of the Forgotten Land is shown, we never get a glimpse of what the scientific ancients might have looked like. Taking context clues and the cardboard cutout in Wandaria into consideration, I think it's safe to say they were humans, or something resembling them at least. Adeline's got some splaining to do. So there you have it, another video of me incessantly rambling about Kirby lore. Just about finished that strawberry shortcake from last time, so how about a Kirby burger?
A Kirby burger?
Real quick before I thank my patrons, as I'm sure a good number of you found me from my Kirby lore video in the first place, I've actually made more Kirby videos since then. Do check them out if you need your hunger for Kirby satiated. I
think these are going off just the games themselves, so they were good on those. But you guys have been recommending. I've seen the comments. I haven't replied to all of them, but I have seen them. A lot of you guys asking for designing 4 videos. And named the King DDD one actually seems pretty interesting. There's a Marks one, which is very interesting. And then should we also just check out this one as well? Like, I believe this looks like Kirby and Void shit. You know what I'm saying? Is there more stuff that needs to be uncovered there? Like, do we watch these 3? Let me know. Let me know. This does have the most views. It does have the most views. You know what I'm saying? The Kirby one is good. Okay. All right. Well, we will continue down the Kirby rabbit hole with designing 4. I see like so many people recommended that. So yeah, shout out to the RPG Monger again, another great video. Yeah, I don't want to switch to. I don't want one. I don't want Kirby Air Riders because that looks like a video game. It looks like a very video game. Damn it! But that's gonna do it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, smash that like button, comment down below what you guys think, and of course, subscribe to your boy and turn on that bell so you know when I upload my next video. Keep on yapping. I'm out, deuces. Bye!